everyone, thank you for watching. Today I'm going to film with the Take Me on Vacation palette from Kylie. I'm like shaking this around and I should probably be careful because I think one of my shimmer shades is coming out. But anyway, as you can see, I used the beautiful blue color. I just kind of wanted to go big or go home with the first look I did. I really liked how it turned out. I actually filmed this twice now. First time, footage was awful, so I filmed it again. But the first time I did have a lot of blue fallout on like my cheekbones here. The second time, not so much. I made sure that I didn't set any of my foundation or anything before. You could even just not do your face makeup and do that after your eyes. But the second time I didn't have as much fallout, so I don't know if maybe I just used less subconsciously because I knew that the last time I had a little bit of trouble. But it was fixable last time, and I really like this blue color. Like I'm usually like a more neutral girl, but this color is A+. So if you're interested in seeing how I created this eye look, then please keep watching. Okay, so second time giving this video a try. The first time I filmed the entire thing and I couldn't use any of the footage because I bumped my camera and didn't know, because I don't have like a flip up screen or anything, didn't know until I sat down to edit. So we're going to do this again. I did learn some things though, first time around. I did do my full face, not full face, the first time I did my full face, set it, bronzed, everything, then kind of messed it up with some fallout. So this time all I did was foundation, concealer, and I put my brows on, but I didn't set it or put anything else over it because in case I get fallout once again, which I probably will, just the color, I can fix it a little bit more instead of the disaster that it, not disaster, but instead of having blue under my, like on my cheekbones like last time. So yes, there's already blue on my brush. I've already used it. The first impression is now gone, but we're going to do the same thing over again. And I'm going to go in, I'm probably still going to read these names wrong. I'm going to go in with Surfboard first in the crease. I did try out this side of the brush. Wasn't a fan of it to go in immediately with the crease color. I did like it to kind of blend out later. So we're just going to go in the same way. First I'm going to put on the NYX eyeshadow base. I think my other problem too last time was I was using my makeup mirror, which is like kind of off to the side, so I'd be like this instead of using the big mirror that I have in front of me in this palette. So with this palette there really isn't in my opinion a good all over lid color to set the eye base if you like doing that. So I mean, I guess it kind of depends on the look. Like this shade I'm going to go in with on my crease first, could be, but I'm not going to use that because it's going to be my crease, my transition color. So I'm just not going to set, I don't really find that I need to set this one anyway, but just throwing it out there in case people want to know. So we're going to dip into the first color and put that all over the crease. Okay, so that was, again, Surfboard. And then next I'm going to go in with Paradise. It's this color right here. And I'm going to go just under that first transition shade. Now, I had seen a lot of review videos about the palette, and I mean, I don't really remember anything horrible, but I know a lot of people's biggest complaint was that you had to wet the brush for the shimmer shades to show up really well. Now, I don't really mind having to do that because I usually wet my brush anyway when I use shimmer, just to kind of give it that extra like oomph. But some people feel like if you're gonna buy a palette, you shouldn't have to use anything extra to make it work, which I get. But that's just, everyone kind of has their own preference. I am going to use it first without the Fix Plus because I'm going to be using one of the shimmer shades. I'm going to use it without Fix Plus first to give it a fair shot, and then I'll probably top it off because that's just how I like to do the shimmers. Alright, so I think the crease is good. I mean, I go back in multiple times with the shades before I'm actually completely done. But next, the star of the show is Starfish, this blue shade right here. And I did like it with her brush, as you can tell. So I'm going to go in with it the same way. First, I'm going to go in dry, so I'm just going to pat it. Now, this does have a lot of fallout, I know, from previously and just from tapping, so just be careful. Either, like I said, do your makeup last, like your face makeup, after you do the eyes, or just don't set anything so you can kind of like patch it up with concealer or whatever before you set everything, because once you go in with powders, that's kind of it. You can't really do much. But this is just the color dry. And I think it looks great. I really do. I think it's pigmented. I know I did swatch these already, and I know like with some of her products you have to kind of scrape off, and not just hers, it's with others too. You kind of have to scrape off the top layer in order to get like the pigmentation, but I didn't find I had to do this. Do it with these. I'm going to drag it up a little bit into the crease just because of my eye shape. You're kidding, right? Because I think that looks amazing. I'm going to go back in with that first color just to get rid of any harsh lines. Blend it out. I will go back in with the second color as well. Now, I do this multiple times. I'm not going to sit here and make you watch every single time that I go in, but I don't know. That's just how I do it. I feel like when you go in with different colors, sometimes you lose the pigmentation, so you just have to go back in. But everyone is different. Alright, so now that we have it on dry, I'm gonna go in with, oh my god, looks like one of the shimmer pans is like popping out. Oh my god, it is! What? I don't like that. This one here is like coming out. That makes me nervous. Alright, so anyway, moving on. I'm going to go in with this shade First Class and concentrate that in the outer. See, I'm looking in that little mirror again, and this is how I messed up my footage last time. I'm going to go in the outer V with that shade. taking it a little bit into the crease, but not too far. I just want to deepen the outer part of the eye and be able to blend these browns a little bit more with this blue. And to be honest, I feel like these browns go really well with this blue. I was like kind of nervous to go in with this darker color, but it actually doesn't look bad. Alright, now that that's in, now I'm going to go in with her little brush because I did like it to kind of mix these two and blend out any harsh lines there. And then I'm going to go back in with Starfish, the blue shade. I'm going to do wet this time, just to top it off and so you guys can see kind of the difference. Oh shoot, I don't want to use her brush, so I just dipped it back in. I'm going to use a different brush. I just use Fix Plus. You can use eye drops, whatever works for you. I just happen to have Fix Plus here. Alright, so let's go back in. And see how it just makes it pop like a little bit more? Like comparing the two. Like I still think this side is beautiful. It looks great, but I think the wet just gives it that little bit extra push. And now I'm not seeing as much fallout. Like there's a little bit on this side I can see, but it was a lot worse the first time, so that's a plus. Maybe first time I used it, who knows, maybe I used a lot less this time. But I'm going to go back in with that brown just to kind of blend it, and then I'll blend that out again. And then I don't really see anything like that I love to highlight my brow bone with. So I'm just going to go back in with the first transition shade. We'll give that a try. But I would probably just go in with my Anastasia palette because I really do enjoy, I mean it doesn't look bad, but I like just a little bit more of a pop. But for this look it's fine. I mean, you can use whatever shade you want. And then what I'm going to do on the bottom is the same two shades that's in the crease, and then I will throw a little bit of the blue on the bottom as well. So let's go in with the darkest shade first. Just right on that lash line. Actually, you know what? I'm going to finish my face first before I do this. Because I'm just going to conceal and it's going to get all over the bottom lash line. But I'm just going to go in with the same two shades and a little bit of the blue you'll see like right in this inner corner here. And then do the rest of my face makeup, pop some lashes on, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I finished up my lower lash line, all my face makeup. Eyelashes are on, they're still drying. Everything's trying to play me today, so hopefully they look okay on camera. I did line my lips with the exposed lip liner from Kylie because we're going to go in with the Send Me More Nudes lipsticks. I got the Velvet formula. Never tried any velvets before. I have all the other like regular formula. So I think we're gonna go with the lightest shade, which is Naked, just because the eye look is already bold enough on its own that I don't think we need a crazy lip. So let's go in with I heard that the velvets are like a little bit more comfortable, not as drying, so that will be a plus. Not that the regular formula really bothers me, but we'll see how these feel. So I definitely like the color. I think it'll look really good when I have more of a tan. And I'm excited to try out the rest of the colors, but that is for another time. So this is the finished look. Hopefully this footage this time is A+, and I really liked how this, I keep trying to look in this mirror, guys, I'm sorry. I really like how the look turned out. Really no complaints about any of the shades. Shimmer shades work fine for me. I thought it looked good wet and dry, so it's just everyone has a different preference, but all in all, I think it's a good palette and I'm really happy with it. It took forever for it to get to me, and I'm really excited that it's finally here and I get to play with it. And I knew this blue color was the first one I was going to try out. So thank you all for watching, and please subscribe.